Evening all. Oh, let's get that camera sorted. Thought I'll share with you my new campaign on get out of it, dog, get out of it. Thought I'll share my new campaign over on Ecton, fishing the big lake for the season, see how it goes. I'm gonna put a week in now. I did a couple of days last week during work, got home just to get a feel for the place, and so far I love it. Fish are really hard to catch apparently, they're not coming out at all. Very sporadic on the bites, one over there, one there, one over there, one there, one there. They're all over the place really. No real spots to fish at. Water's quite weedy. Weeds coming up, Canadian and what was the other one? Weedy. That's all I can tell you. It's bloody weedy. So I had a lead around last week in this particular swim. Hence was why I'm back in it today, because I had a lead around last week, spent a few hours, and really all I could find was along the island, where it sort of slopes up to the island. There's some nice silty spots there, which I've got my rods on. Plenty of bait's gone in over the last week, but say this week's gonna hit it a little bit and probably move around the lake a little bit. Probably do a night in each swim just to get myself familiarised with it. We'll see how we go really. So I'm gonna put the season in, stick with it for a little while, try and ignore the stories because you always get them. I always get the stories, how it, never going to catch on here and all that crap really. So I ignore that and just work it out for myself. And my brother's joined up as well, but he's joined up with a middle lake, which they call Clover Lake. He's joined up with that one, and funny enough, that's just as hard. But me and my friend Andy, we fished it, oh God, I'd say 2003 probably, 2002, 2003, we fished that lake, and we've done alright, we've done really well on that lake. We had a fair few fish out. So Jamie's on there now, so he's coming up tomorrow afternoon, having a go. But we've been told it's gone really downhill. It's really hard, not many fish left in there. So that is what it is. You've got to be in it to win it, I suppose. I'll give this little lake a go. I say little lake, it is quite big actually. I feel confident, I do feel confident that something's going to come out. I've put a good few hours in so far, so I do feel confident. I'll flip you around and show you where I'm fishing and what it's all about. Here we go. That's the view. I'm just sort of fishing that far island margin there. I put bait all the way along round here. So there's bait going pretty much all across there, and then I sort of round onto the tip of the island round here. There's all bait gone in. Yeah, fingers crossed we can work the magic. I don't know, let's see. I do feel, I don't, it's quite weird. I do feel confident, but the stories you keep hearing puts you on a downer all the time. So I'm trying to ignore that and just do my fishing. I've got a dog with me this week. I'm happy. You've been swimming, haven't you? You've had a little swim, haven't you, mate? Yeah, so all set up, ready to go. So it's quite late in the day now. It's got to have gone 5 o'clock now. I was going to do a little bit early, a little bit of filming earlier, but I was mucking around looking at other swims and stuff. And so it's just got a quiet moment now, just sitting around. But I'll tell you what though, it's a lovely venue. It's really matured really nicely since the last time I was on here. The road's still fucked, mind you. The road coming into the place. If I remember rightly, that's the reason why we never joined up again, because the road was that bad. And when I say bad, it is bad. My suspension was knackered on my car after the season. Yeah, so anyway, boys and girls, I'll keep you informed a bit later. I might even show you some rigs later. I'll show you how I'm fishing. I'm actually fishing on some. I got 2 wafters on and 1 pop up. Really, just experimenting, seeing what's good and what's not. I've been touring around I've been up here the last couple of days. Last week, should I say? Last week I was up here. Put a few hours in, overnighters and after work, just to get a feel for it. But let's see. But you know what? It's quite funny actually. I haven't seen a single fish since walking around this lake in the last. I've been walking around for the last 2.5, 3 weeks. I've been walking around this lake, and I haven't seen a single fish show. Nothing. Zip. So I don't know. Couldn't tell you where they're held up. Not a clue. Like I say, it's very, very sporadic here. You're getting a bite from all over the place. People they're being caught other side of the island, bottom end, top end. It's crazy. But they're not coming out in big numbers. It's like 1 or 2 here and there over the week, you know. There's quite a few guys on tonight, so hopefully, or this weekend shall I say, hopefully a few's going to come out. The big one's still due to come out. Normally comes out this time of year, so I've been told. So fingers crossed, and I'll update you a bit later. So I'm here for a few days, so there'll be a bit of filmage going on. Anyways, take it easy. It's alright. I'll show you your bed, your bivvy. Just set up, ready to go. Yeah. Afternoon, day 2. I say afternoon, we're sort of halfway through day 2. Just a quick update. Nothing really, nothing going on. I've had a recast again, had a little change around, also had a walk round, walked all this bank, round the other side. Nothing really. I think 1 fish come out this morning at £21, which was way down the far end. That's all I know, unless people are keeping it a secret from me, but I doubt it. I don't know, just keep putting the hours in, keep putting the work in. It will pay off, I know it will. I feel it will come good eventually. I'll say I've had a little change around now. I'll flip this round and I'll tell you all about it. Where's the button? Oh, no, I'll show you what's going on once I get the beast out of the way. What I've done now is get up. There we go. Now we've got one. I've put it right at the end of the island, around about here-ish. Now it's quite soft, silty, not quite in the weed as of yet. As you can see, the weed is starting to come up. It's that siltweed, that snaky, stringy, thick, horrible stuff, which is this sort of stuff. Make a jumper out of it. That's what's sort of coming up now, and it's mixed in with this, which isn't that high really, so you can get away with fishing a stiff hinge or a choddy over the top maybe, but I'm opted for my sort of style of rig which works in these conditions, I suppose. And that's this rod here is going over to this point here on the edge of the island. This rod here is going up into my position where I've put quite a bit of bait in now underneath the tree there. And this rod, I've had a right old change round. I've put a solid bag on, filled it right up, and I've literally just plonked it out sort of just down there. All sorts of good. There's weeds up, but not mega thick. So I'm hoping with a bag it will get a decent presentation. I'm hoping. But I've also been round and like I said, I had a little lead around earlier. Let's flip this back round again. Like I said, I've been round earlier. Had a walk round with me marker rod. Found a few spots, nothing too exciting really. I mean, it's just a handful. It's hard because the weed's sort of all over the place really. I don't mind fishing in weed. It's not a massive issue, but I worry that getting snagged in a weed when I catch a fish, I don't like that. That's my only issue, because there's no boats allowed on here. You can have bait boats apparently, but no rowing boats, which I find quite odd really. I mean, whether it's insurance reasons, which normally is, but the way the weed is, you would have thought they'd have had something in place. If you do get weeded up, there's always a chance of getting it back while going out in a boat, but they're saying no boats allowed, which is a rule that I think should be changed really, because I don't like that. Fish could die up in the weed, couldn't it, if it gets caught in there at a funny angle or upside down or anything, you're pulling it through, and I don't know, babbling on. But yeah, I went round earlier, leathered around, found a nice swim, couple of swims down. We've got two little spits here. It's the first swim off the spit, I think. I remember rightly, yeah, first one to the second spit. Sort of hidden away. It's wader work. You've got to go out in the waders to sort of go through the bushes, do your cast, then come back in. But I found a lovely gravel spot. Not that I'm going to fish on the gravel, because it goes gravel, then silt, then into the weeds. So what I should probably do is fish it more or less on the edge of the gravel, sort of just as it comes into the silt, and try it that way, because I don't seem to be finding much gravel here, so a lot of it's silt and weed. We try that attempt, and I'm going to move tomorrow. I'm going to give it another go in this swim tonight, which means that's 4 nights in this swim I've done, I think. Yeah, 4 nights with tonight will be my 4th night, and then I'm going to move off tomorrow morning if I've not had anything into that swim down there. Fingers crossed though, fingers crossed. I really feel good about this swim, you know. Fingers crossed something happens, but you know, it's one of them. But that's the update for today. I'll say day 2. Last night was just grim, not a sniff, not even a beat, not even a liner, nothing. Weather was good though, it didn't rain. Yeah, that's it really. Yeah. But hey, you know, I'll get back to you later. And give you another info. I will show you my rigs actually later. Not that you're really that interested, to be honest. I'm not catching nothing, so you don't really need to know, do you? But righto, quick update. Hello. On day 3 now, in the morning, early morning. It's going to be about 9:30 now. I'll take this morning about 5:15. I'll take just from in the margin where I threw it out last night, big chunky PVA bag. I'd have belted mine about 5:15, pulled into it and cut off. Now I've now discovered there's a little mussel bed down there, and I kind of put it down to the mussels. So literally as soon as I picked the line up, the rod up, pulled into the fish, tink, gone. So I'm not best pleased, but I'm gonna have a move now. I'll move round. Well, first I'm gonna have a walk round first and see what's occurring, then decide on that. But yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed, to say the least. But I'm not gonna give up on this swim though. This swim's still gonna produce. I know it is. I'm gonna have a fish out of here. But for now, I'm gonna jump off and have a mooch round. See what else we can see. I'll show you where I missed that fish. It was literally rod length out, just down there, where I was fishing slack. I'm going to spook the fish. Obviously the line's laid down and the mussels have got on it and just climped it together. Really annoyed, to be honest, really annoyed. So I'm going to do a couple of nights and then have a swim. I may pop back in here towards the end of the week. See, what's annoying is I keep seeing over here loads of bubbles coming up, but it's literally right behind that big clump of weed, and there's bubbles popping up now. So I just don't think it's fish. Oh, that's annoying, it really is. Oi. She's happy anyway because we're moving. Right, I'll get back to you in a bit. The car's all loaded up. I'm going to start my walk. I'll speak to you in a bit. Righto, here's the update. We've moved round. I've moved to an absolute completely different peg to one I was going to go in, because I walked round the other side. Just doing myself a pasty. Yes, boy. She's happy. Yeah, so I was going to fish the other side of this island on one of the little spits, but walking around here I see some fish, which are the first fish I've seen since I've been walking around here for the last 2 weeks. Wash out, just on the edge of that weed over there. There's a guy fishing next door who jumped into that swim, but he's only here for a couple of hours. So I've jumped in this swim because I can cast over there to that. So it's chods away at the minute because it is thick weed, silkweed and Canadian all over the place. So I've put some chods out for now, singles. We'll see how it goes, really. I'm just going to have something to eat because I'm absolutely starving. I've not actually eaten yet since I got up at 5. So I'm walking in the lake a few times. And yeah, so, right. Speak to you soon. Right, morning. Well, my things have changed. That's on a stretch. If I just turn this round, mind your head, dog. If I just turn this round, I had a bit of action in the night, and no, it wasn't a dog. I had some action. So, not I say in the night, early hours this morning. So, let's have a quick flick. There we go. What do we have there? Look, we have a beauty in the retainer. I'll have a look at him in a minute. Did a quick weigh early hours this morning, 25 pounds on the nose, lovely looking mirror. Lovely mirror. I'm just waiting for my brother to come out and do some pics. over the moon, mate, and it was actually caught. I actually caught it on that one ones that I see showing over the back here. Ones that were sort of here over the back. I just literally just cast a single out, bosh, straight out. I wasn't 100% confident it was sitting correctly anyway, like I said. I can boshed it out, single. I just literally handful of bait that I could get to it, but the seagulls nicking them. Left it and it wore off this morning, and yeah, happy. So third night in, or third night, I had a bite. So that move paid off. Even with the weed being really, really thick the way it is out there. Yeah, brilliant. I'll get back to you guys in a bit. Well, what can I say? I'm waiting for a bus. Well, sort of. Waiting for a double decker. A little shuttle bus comes instead, because I've just had a tench. A tench on the middle rod. But to be fair, I thought I'd lost whatever was on there, because all I brought in was that massive weed bed. Massive. And then amongst all the weed was a tench. So, you know what? After 3 days of catching nothing, I've now had a carp for £25 and a tench, which must be, not doubles, but it must be £5–6. Colossal. So just going to bring my brother up, see if he's up. Again, come with some pics for me. And happy days. Well, that was exciting for this morning, wasn't it? Let's turn this radio off for a minute. Well, that was exciting. Happy with that result. I think that tench was between £7 and £8, I reckon, that tench. Big gut on it. And the carp was 25 on the nose. Well happy, to be honest. Really happy. The move did pay off, like I say, and I've still seen fish rolling over the back. So, quids in, we can get another one. I've now changed over to chods all round. Oh, hello. I've now changed over to chods all round now, so I know it's a bit of a chods for nods and all that shit, but at the end of the day, I've got no choice really, because it's just thick weed. Not thick, but you know, the Canadian is patchy, so I can get away with it, and it's not mega high as of yet, but it's more the silkweed that is just killing me. So it is what it is. I've got chods on. Let's produce 2 fish, so the other rod's now gone onto a chod as well. So I took the wafter off. And not only that, the wafter's coming out stinking. I mean, where is it? I don't know where it's gone now. It's here somewhere. But it's sitting in thick silk. Oh, there you go. I mean, you can't really see quite the colour of it, but it absolutely stinks. I mean, proper honks of the crappy bottom. Just bottom baits just ain't doing it, I think. Oh, it fucking honks, man. So, yeah, that's it. So I'm happy. So I've now put the 3rd rod on a chod, flung that out, felt the lead down. It's not a clonk that I wanted, but I'm hoping I'm sitting reasonably okay. But I may move round to the next peg that way shortly, purely because it's a better angle to fish, because I'm sort of casting across that way to the reed beds, into the weed beds. I'm literally fishing about half a rod length off the weed bed. Yeah, so I may move around a bit later, maybe this afternoon sometime. Yeah, but feeling positive again. I mean, my old booster's gone shot straight up. Feel good. I mean, after everything I get told about this lake, about it being rock hard and this, yes, it is hard, and I've had to work for them fish. Really had to work. I'm going to say I've moved twice. I've moved once, I say. I don't think I'm moving again in a minute. Put the hours in, put the bait out. I mean, it was only a small scatter of the bait, to be honest. Literally a handful over each rod. I mean, it was difficult to get bait on the carp. You know, when I had the carp on, I had to go to the other swim and hoof it in, because the old gulls round here, one gull can just decimate all your bloody bait in a minute. So I had to wait till later, put a handful of bait on top of each. Yeah, and done the bite. So over the moon, he says, over the moon. So, oh well, the big lake this is, just for you guys I want to know, on the Ecton complex. Pretty moody water, and it has been, according to the guys, and I can see why, because it is fishing quite bad at the minute. You know, the big ones are not coming out. It's all sort of mid-20s to low 30s are coming out, and they reckon the big ones are due. The big ones, like the 40s, are due, and they reckon the big Lynn as well. They reckon that's should have been out twice by now apparently, and it's not been out once yet. So fingers crossed that can jump on my line, and God, I tell you what, shit the bed, I'll be well happy if I can have that on the end of my session. I was going to go today, but I'm staying again for another night. I'll put 4 nights in and see what happens. Put another night tonight. The fish are still there. I know they're still there because I've seen another 2 bosh out. I know they're there. Just maybe I can find my bait. So you got to big up Raspberry Baits. Tell you what, the bait I'm using off of them guys is absolutely phenomenal. Every water I've been on so far has just been absolutely fantastic. Took it up to linear. Best part of 28 fish out, ranging from 18 right up to 31.8. All again, MC nut. Absolutely fantastic bait. But I'm combining the two now because the it's called Red Hot Squid. I've just sort of flipped over to that. I'm mixing the two together. Why not? Red Hot Squid's doing the rounds, doing the damage. So what I've been doing, I've been using Red Hot Squid and the MC nut together as freebies, putting them both out. I'm thinking they're both good baits, both doing big fish. Why not combine them? And fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Raspberry Baits, you've got to get on it, boys and girls, you've got to get on it. Anyways, I'll leave you with that one. I'll give you an update a bit later. Say bye. Say bye. You want to say bye? Maybe not. Hello, we're on the move again. Have a look at this peg now. fishing the next peg on that way. So I've come round to the next peg. Quick update, I've made the move. I've come round to the next peg on. I was sort of explaining to you before my battery ran out. I've got a bit of battery back on my phone now. Yeah, I've moved round and the weather's taken a turn for the worst. Literally, as I was packing up, I had to do about 2 trips. Something more than 2 trips. I do about bloody 5 trips. But the weather, literally, as I was packing up and breaking down everything to get it across, the heavens opened, and as you can hear, it's raining. And it's not the heavy rain, it's that light-ish rain that goes right through you, right down to the bone, horrible stuff. And of course, because I've got the mozzie mesh on the front, everything is soaking. Everything, oh, there's my beverage, see, it's soaking, it's just coming through. Mistake on my part, I should have bought the other front as well, but never mind, you live and learn. I shot home earlier, got myself nicely cleaned up, ready for another night. Change of clothes and everything, and now I am soaked again. Exciting. But yeah, I've moved round, feel confident again. I've washed the rods out, back out onto the, oh, where am I going? That's better. Back out on the spots again, but I've got a better angle this end, because before I was sort of coming in from the other peg down there and casting across, and just the line lay wasn't, although I caught that carp this morning. Oh, was that a fish I just see bosh up then? I think it was. Let's check to see if a bird comes up. It might have been a tench actually. Let's wait a minute, I'm not seeing no birds coming up. No tufties coming up. That was a fish. Sweet. I might have to come in and I think it was a tench though, to be honest. It looked tenchy. But I'm sort of way out up the back here in that weed bed, just on the side of that, and I'm on the side of this one, on the side of this one. So, fingers crossed we'll have another bite in the night, or even in the day. Exciting stuff. Swim free, let's do it. Dog's nice and soaked. The bed's soaked, as you can see, the rain's come through. Nightmare. But hey, you know what? I wouldn't want it any other way. Perfect. Really nightmare. Anyway, I'll give you a quick update a bit later. Oh, got my feet. Ooh. Anyway, I'm off. Well, I'll give you a quick update. Not a lot happening. Not a lot happening at all, other than it raining a lot. So everything is soaking. Great. It really is wet. Let's turn this down a little bit. Yeah, so still seeing fish move, to be honest. Still seeing a few jump. Just laying here watching the water, as you do. Still plenty of fish out there. I can't really get much bait out of them here, because as I get out there with my throwing stick, the gulls are on it. And a bit of a pain in the arse really, because I want to get a bit of bait scattered out there. Not a lot, just a little bit. Yeah, so it's not much happening, to be honest. It's just this rain. I just want the rain to stop really, so I can start drying some things out. My clothes are soaking, the dog's soaking. I'll show you the dog, look, she's got right cheeky, she has. Let's just stop this. She's taking all my bed up, she is. So I've got no bed. Just keep your feet warm now, I must admit. It's very nice. Even she's wet, the bed's bloody wet. but still, you know what? Don't have it any other way, really. It is a pucker swim though, isn't it, really? And this, I'm still seeing the fish bosh out, sort of, in this, let's get this. Round here, all around the back here, that's pretty much where the fish are boshing out. All down here. Not in them there, but yeah, a bit further back, up here. Yeah. Not where my rods are. Some over the back there as well. There's little weed beds out there that have just come to the surface, and I'm sort of just fishing off of them. Exciting. Anyways, that's a little update. See you later. Morning. Well, day 4. I'm not even going to spend the day today, I don't think. I'll be packing up shortly and doing the off ski. There was nothing during the night at all. To be fair, I didn't even hear anything, to be honest. Normally I can hear a few little splashes here and there, but nothing to get out of it. And yeah, so no, that's it really. So anyway, if I do catch something, I'll film it and I'll let you know. But I can't see it happening now, to be honest. So I'm going to give it another couple of hours when I'm going to start my breakdown and get off home till next week, I suppose. So I don't see you then. Take it easy. Until next time. Get up.